pretty hard to avoid any processed foods these days with, 80% of the shopping market of a food hall is going to be processed food. I think when I was younger, when I was at Aldershot for probably the first 2 years, I put way too much pressure on myself, especially around game days on what I was eating. Um, the best way to fuel yourself is just to fuel yourself. Like I know a lot of the time I would like, I wouldn't eat certain foods in certain situations because I either had, you know, I believe certain foods were lucky or they like I had my certain routine. But if I ever had a day where, we were traveling on a Friday and I couldn't have the food that I would normally cook at home, it
Mm.
would throw me off my game a little bit.
Footballers love that kind of
Yeah, like
routine.
that psychological like sort of routine before a game. And
Mm.
I think as I've got older, I've sort of relaxed more, and I understand the basics of like, of what how many grams of carbs I need per body weight to perform for 90 minutes, like the day before in the morning, and the hours like prior. But week to week, like just during the week now, I'm really relaxed. I think the main thing I focus on is just get hitting my protein goal so that my recovery is correct. But I don't look too much into what I'm eating. I just make sure I have three sort of good big meals a day that all have a big protein source, 30 to 40 grams in each meal. Um, and then I probably follow like an 80-20 diet. So I try to have 80% whole foods,
Yeah.
20% of the processed stuff because I mean, it's pretty hard to avoid any processed foods these days with, 80% of the shopping market of a food hall is going to be processed foods, boxed foods,
That is
packaged
food.
foods. Yeah, and you
Right.
can't get away from it. So I don't
Mm.
think it's healthy to tell people not to have any of it, but to try and just minimize it. But
Yeah.
that's how I go.
I mean, you also don't want to go completely insane. Like, think about it this way. If you're doing 80-20, you're training hard, you're looking after yourself, there is a good chance that you're going to be quite happy in your life. Your physique is going to be pretty impressive. You're going to be able to perform pretty well.
That has that has a knock on effect to how you perform because if you're spending your week not enjoying the food you're eating and you're not relaxed, you're not sleeping well, it's knocking on towards your performance.